I literally have nothing to do all day long. Just stare at the wall. So I make these videos. Maybe I make someone laugh. Maybe not. I don't know. But it makes me feel slightly productive. I don't know. Okay, so for some reason, white people, me, look at me, look how white I am. But for some reason, white people have a really hard time with my name. My family does go for unique names. That's true. So maybe we do sound somewhat exotic. But white people have a really hard time with my name. They call me Chelsea usually. Sometimes Crystal. Had a professor who called me Crystal for a whole term, and after I corrected her a few times, I was like, whatever, screw it. And then at the end of the term, she couldn't find my grade, and I told her several times what my name actually was, and she didn't give me my grade in time for me to get my tuition reimbursement from my work. So, cute. So, for whatever reason, white people really have a hard time with my name. It's a Latin name, okay. Um, the the French, when I lived in France, and I would look for stuff with my name on it because it was a very common name in France. They would outright laugh at me because, well, the French are rude. Let's be snooty to them forever. Celeste is a very old name in France, and I was in my young 20s at the time. So that would be like someone in her young 20s named Dorcas. I mean, yeah, we would laugh. We would make fun of her. Like, that's a really old name. It was popular in the mid 1800s, or maybe earlier. However, in Spanish, my name is still fairly common. In French, my name is Celeste. In Spanish, it is Celeste. So, I answer to Celeste all the time because I waitressed for so long and most of my cooks were Mexican, Hispanic. So, yeah, I answer to Celeste, but I don't speak Spanish. So I get all these guys on these dating sites who see my name and they say hola. Well, I used to think I had to respond to everyone, but now I don't. So good for that. And I don't even talk to them because I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. I have no desire to learn. I will teach you. No, I don't want to learn. I'm good. English and French, that's good enough for me. And most Americans don't even have a second language, okay? I'm good. So I've been chatting with this guy. Our entire conversation is in French, and I don't know why he speaks French. I asked him, and he hasn't answered yet, but whatever. Our entire conversation is in French. He lives in St. Louis, and he's American. We've talked about a whole lot of things. I don't mind the French, not just because it's a language that I do speak, but if you speak French, you probably speak English. If you speak Spanish, maybe, maybe not. So, yeah, when guys start chatting me up in Spanish, I'm like, just walk away. But when they start chatting me up in French, then I'm like, okay, so you read my profile, and you know I speak it, or you're shooting in the dark with a random obscure language that nobody's spoken since high school. So if you want to chat me up on one of the dating sites, P.S. I'm Edna Kerbovel on OkCupid, just in case anybody cares. Yeah, if you want to chat me up in a different language, French, people, French. Not German, not Spanish. Definitely not Spanish, because I don't think that you speak English, actually. Yeah, I immediately assume you don't. And maybe I shouldn't assume, but by you assuming I speak Spanish because my name is Celeste, yeah, maybe you shouldn't.